How we doing today, guys? Welcome back to Rustic Rimfire 22. All right, what's going on, guys? Back out at the range today. We got the Savage Axis 2 Pro out. We got some new ammo. Nosler finally released their Whitetail Country for the 400 Legend. So we picked up a few boxes of that to test. You know, see what it does. It's 215 grains, and I was pretty excited finally to see a new ammo on the market. So yeah, we got the Garmin out. We're going to do some testing, or excuse me, check for speeds, see where it's at. They're claiming 2250 at the muzzle with 2416 foot-pounds of energy. So we'll find out. Here's the round. I will have a picture up there so you guys can see it better. So this is a 215 grain Winchester PowerPoint compared to the Nosler. Basically the same. The Winchester has a little more of a lead tip up here, where this is more of a flat lead nose. Jackets are the same, got the same striations. But yep, other than that, everything, the brass even feels the same. I weighed them. I pulled about 10 or 12 of them out, weighed the Nosler to the Winchester. Winchester's a little bit heavier overall. I'm going to assume it's either, I mean, obviously it could be either the brass, it could be powder, or the round, but we're talking, it's only, you know, a couple grains difference between the Nosler and the Winchester. I went through all the Noslers. They're within plus or minus 2 grains. So that could be, again, that could be powder, brass, you know, whatever. But anyway, let me get target hung up down there at 100. We get the Garmin turned on, and we'll see what this stuff does, if it groups up or if it's going to be a bummer. All right, guys, give me a minute. We'll get on target. All right, guys, got the target hung up down there at 100. Like I said, we are shooting my Savage Axis 2 Pro. For those who haven't been to the channel before, this has a Burris 6.5 to 20 full field scope. It's got the Monstrum triple bolt clamps. I have done a little bit of trigger work to it, just to make it a little bit smoother, a little bit lighter. I just recently filled the front of the stock here. I put probably a pound and a half in it. Just I don't know, it was really light and kind of a little bit flexible, so we stiffened that up. We did put the Arca rail under it. Got rid of the Picatinny that I had on there for the my other bipod. This still does have a Picatinny rail up here in the front, but I can also use the Arca. So up front there, I do have a just a tip brake. I really like that. That helped a lot with this thing. Right out of the box, you know, it would pick the muzzle up quite a bit, and we put that brake on there. Man, what a difference. It helped with the accuracy too, I believe. Let's see, what else can I tell you about that? The Sinclair bipod up here instead of my Fab Defense. But anyway, all right, so like I said, we're going to be using the new Nosler Whitetail Country. This is 215 grains. As I said before, this is claiming at the muzzle 2,250 feet per second with 2,416 foot-pounds of energy. We do have the Garmin here, so we're going to go ahead and get some speeds off of it. But anyway, I think I'm just going to go ahead and single feed it. We'll get, like I said, we got the target down there at 100. You should be able to see that. I do have a camera down there, so I will have it on the screen for you. But other than that, let's see what kind of numbers we get, and see if we can get any kind of groups out of this new Nosler Whitetail Country. All right, enough of my talking. Let's get to shooting. Get my earplugs in here, and we'll see where we're at. Need to move this out of the way. All right. Let's start at the heavy end. I'm not zeroed for this, so we'll see how it goes. I am zeroed for the 190 grain XPs. All right, so we're gonna be on the top left there. We're gonna shoot the at that orange 3-inch target. .2211, 2,211. Wow, same hole. .2216. Gotta like that. That's pretty impressive so far, huh? Between two shots, you're looking at what? 5 feet per second, and same hole. That was cold bore on a clean barrel. I just cleaned it, real good. Made sure it was clean, and that was my very first shot for the day. So that's cold bore, and second shot is in the same hole. I like that. All right, and I'm trying to take a magazine out for no apparent reason. All right, let's see if we can do that one more time, huh? We're gonna do. I'm just gonna do 3-shot groups, and give it a few minutes, let the barrel cool down. Well, I say that's not bad. 3 shots, same hole, 2,218 feet per second. First shot was 2211, 2216, and 2218. I say that's pretty consistent right there. Man, I think the Winchester is going to have extraordinarily hard time keeping up with that right there. But all right, guys, give me a minute here. Let me get things reset a little bit, and I'm gonna let the barrel cool down. All right, guys, back. Been about 10 minutes or so, 10-12 minutes. The barrel's pretty cool. I think we'll be all right. We'll be at the bottom target there. It says PowerPoint PP 215 grain. Just a touch to the right. We got 2,272 feet per second on that one. Yeah, that's that looks about right. That shot there was 2,224.8, so we'll call it 2225. Our first shot was 2272.5. So that's a big difference. All right. That one wasn't even on target. Wow. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and what I got left of these, just reload them. All right, so that round there was 2,162 feet per second. So we definitely got a major difference here. You're talking 2162. Let me bring this over here. 2162 minimum, 2272 max for an average of 2219. I'm going to have to get you the number off the box. I don't, for the velocity on that. I don't have it right here with me. So, but all right, guys, let me go ahead and let this cool down for a minute, and we'll grab, we'll try the 190 XPs and see if they can hang with the Noslers. So far, like I said, I'm super impressed with those. From what I remember of my groups with the 190s, they weren't that one hole. That much I'm sure of. So give me a minute, and we'll get the Garmin reset, let the barrel cool down, and we'll do another shot at 3. All right, guys, we're back here. So on the PowerPoints, the velocity at the muzzle is 2250, and as you see there, bouncing around. Let's see, I can't remember now. Let me go back into the group real quick here. Yeah, the average is 2219.8, so we'll call it 2220 with the standard deviation of 45.1 on 3 shots. And the shot list, yeah, so our slowest round, 2162, which is way off the 2250. Fastest round, 2272. So that's, like I said, that stuff seems to be fairly inconsistent generally. And I've tested quite a bit of it. All right. Well, let's do the 190 grain XPs and get this reset. There we go. All right. Get the Noslers out the way here for just a minute. And we'll go with the 190 grain XP. And it looks like I better hurry up because it's about to rain. All right, so we'll be up there, the top right corner, shooting my 22 so much, sometimes I forget to put a little shoulder on this thing. Well, we're on target. And we knocked my wrist down. I wondered, all of a sudden it seemed awful low. There we go. All right, we're back. 2411, 2,411 feet per second. They do claim 2,400 feet per second at the muzzle. So we'll say that's good. Get another one here. These are, I did weigh these two. I forgot to write the weights down, but these were the heavier to lighter. They were, I believe, right around 350 to 300, like high 350s, 370, 360. I mean, excuse me. I got it wrote down at the house. I will put it up on the screen or whatever there for you. So if you guys are curious or interested. All right, let's get shot number 2. Knocked my wrist off again. Apparently this that rest don't like that all that recoil. All right. One more of those. Yeah, did I tell you guys the weight? 2,418 feet per second on shot 2 there. And like I said, these ones here usually stay rated about 1 inch out of this rifle. Today they're going to go a little more than that, I think. Yeah. That's probably going to be closer to 1.5 inches. 24-23 with an average of 24-17. So that ain't too bad, I don't guess. Let's see, that gives us let me go to the summary here. 3 shots, extreme spread of 11.6, and I forgot to tell you guys, let me get this over here. Let me go back out to the Nosler. I forgot to give you guys those numbers, and I apologize for that, but luckily enough I can get right to it. Okay, so on 3 shots with the Noslers, we were a minimum of 22.11, average of 22.15, max 22.18, extreme spread of 7.2, with standard deviation of 3.1 and 2,342 foot-pounds of energy. So that's, I believe, right on target with what they were claiming on the box. They're at 2250 and 2416. So we're a little low on the foot-pounds of energy, but about 65, 70 foot-pounds. That isn't, I ain't going to hold that against them, I don't think. Not with a 3.1 standard deviation. And a extreme spread of 7.2. That's pretty hard to beat, considering it is all in the same hole. But all right, guys. Well, I got to take this to the house again. I need to get an extra set of calipers just to leave in my range bag so that I can measure these targets. I do apologize for that, but we'll grab that target. We'll take it to the house and get those groups measured. All right, guys, we're back at the house. We got these groups measured up, and we did get out of there, just beat the rain. As soon as I got everything in the truck, it was raining. But anyway, super happy with the Noslers, these Whitetail Countries. 400 legend, 215 grain. I was really surprised that they did what they did. So real quick recap on the speeds and what have you. Average 2215, extreme spread of 7.2, standard deviation 3.1, 2,342 foot-pounds of energy. And they claim 2250 at the muzzle and 2416 for energy. Now they may be using a longer rifle or a longer barrel, who knows, right? But that's what came out of my rifle. So anyway, let's get to these groups. You guys are probably killing to know, right? So 215 grain Nosler, cold bore, 0.386. We did run these on the Ballistic X calculator app there. I'll have pictures of those up there for you. Instead of using my calipers, I wanted them to be exact. The XP 190s, 1.3. PowerPoints, 1.3. You know, we'll have to do some more testing with them, but super happy with those Noslers. That's absolute smallest group I've shot so far out of that Savage Axis Pro. So I'm again super happy with it. We're gonna get out and do some more testing. Different day when it's not quite so overcast, maybe temperature, you know, different stuff like that. It's gonna change everything. So we'll find out. A little early just to go on the first 3 rounds to say, yep, that's the one. But they definitely are impressive so far. Another thing, we'll when we do go back out and test, I'm going to take some of the empty brass, Nosler brass, and the Winchester brass. I was talking to a guy, he said that better brass gets you better groups, better whatever, I guess. I'm going to do that. I'm going to load some of these with the Nosler brass, load some of the Winchester with probably do 200 grain XTPs or something along those lines. And we'll make them all the same. And then we'll go find out, see if there's any difference in it. So, but anyway, if you guys are interested in the 400 Legend, want to follow along, hit that subscribe button, share, like, and we'll have more content coming out with the 400 Legend, some more testing. Yeah, but appreciate you guys stopping through, checking it out, and we'll see you on the range.